Hello, Nuggets. It is your favorite TT from Divine Me 1111 Spiritual Guidance. And due to the purely nothing but the insanity of my vanity, I choose to not be seen on camera. But we are still going to get a message in as per obedience. So, yeah. It's been a really, really strong energy today. Of course, the new moon is tomorrow. So, of course, we're picking up on that energy. Mercury is retrograde, along with Mars still in retrograde. Saturn, goodness, hold on, y'all. I had that part at least down. So I am going to pull that one up though, because the planets being in retrograde right now are very, very important. So give me 1 second. Let me pull this up. All right. Yes. Uranus, Mars, Mercury, Chiron, and Neptune. Chiron is one of the smaller planets that is not really talked about, but it does have a grander effect, like the other some of these other action-oriented planets. So make sure that you take a look at that. I did mention Chiron and Sirius in my previous TT talk, and I want to say that was astrology. TT Talks episode 18 or 19. Go check that out, okay? Because it goes a little bit more in depth with that. So I am going to pull cards for the elements. I am using the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit cards. Y'all know those are my cards and I love those. And I am also using the Brian Froud's Fairy Oracle cards. The Animal Spirits is by Kim Cran. Okay, so we're gonna go with the elements. We're gonna start with water because I am a water sign. So we're gonna start with water signs. Unknown Animal Spirit message. Please check out my Instagram, divine_me1111 for daily card pulls, daily card reading, for that energy. This was a very, very big one today, so please go and check that out. Water signs, there's a need to speak up, speak out, but also pay attention and observe more than you speak. It's important to take the pause before you leap into action, but there is going to be a lot of movement, ground movement for you, grounding movement for you, especially when it comes to creative endeavors and your heart chakra. Okay. This is that time of the teacher becoming the student and the student becoming the teacher, those energies both intertwining and going back and forth at this time. All right, so let's see. we have 3 wild unknown animal cards for the water signs. Okay, so first we have the black egg, which is the throat chakra. So speaking clearly, seeing what you have spoken come to fruition, because we also have the moth and the bear. So this is airwaves communication. The underlying card we have is the dragonfly. So we're doing a lot of seeing what we say come into fruition. So we're having to be mindful of those words that we speak and the words that we think, because we think words before we speak them, or at least we should. Okay. Underneath the dragonfly, we have the shark and the nightingale. So emotions, feelings, and just like that primal energy is coming to the surface, and it's kind of like the essence of this is angry energy for me today. This is not speaking to the energy of Bruce from Finding Nemo. This is not happy Bruce this time. This is the energy of anger that's been suppressed coming to the surface. And the dragonfly speaks to that emotion or that energy being observed by the self, by the higher self, and in that being grounded, it's grounding you to be able to articulate that in a manner that is healthy, and it's clearing, because there's another, of course, we're getting ready to go into another energy of, the November 11th portal coming up, especially around, if you are listening from the States or watching from the States, it's, we're coming into that election year energy and stuff. So there are things coming to surface to be cleared, so that when we go into 2021, it's not as murky, and we're not bringing old energies and old things into the new level. If you're looking to level up and get past all of this, and truly being in an energy of healing, so that you can wake up from a slumber of an energy of hibernation, and not seeing the sun, not seeing the light for a long time. And this could also speak to that energy of purposefully being in a hangman mode, in a hangman energy, to just see yourself and understand your emotions. Water signs, we are the most emotional, but we are the ones who understand emotions the most. So once we step back out of our feelings of the emotions, two different things. Once we step out of the feelings of our emotions and observe it, and see what it is that it is projecting to us, and what it is that we are projecting out, That's when we can come into balance with ourselves and like, okay, this is where I have to go next. This is what I need to do next. So, all right, water signs, that's some good stuff right there. I like that energy. I like that energy. I like it a lot. All right, so let's get a little bit more from the fairy oracles. It's the begin again. You can always begin again, especially when it comes to starting over with relationships, with understanding yourself and forgiving yourself. Forgiveness first starts with yourself. You can forgive another person because you want their feelings not to be hurt, but that's still a selfish act. You apologizing to someone so that you feel better, that's kind of like the cart before the horse. You're not going to go anywhere. So when you get to the place of understanding what happened from that other person's perspective, that is when the authentic truth of the apology and the sincerity can be taken in and moved on from there. But you still have to take off the expectation that that person will allow you back into their life, because they don't have to. You can apologize and they can very much accept your apology, but other than that, we are to expect nothing else beyond that on either side. It is just the understanding and the is. Okay? That was real deep, water signs. I enjoyed that. It was real deep. Okay, so let's see. It's a lot of new stuff, a lot of action that needs to be taken on your part. On your part. Facades taken off. That Teflon Tony energy. No. Is, are. That is all. Is and are. Hold on, guys. Vicky has to go potty. Alright, sorry about that. Gotta take care of the little. My little four-legged. Water signs. One more message, and then I'm going to go to fire. The opposites attract. I'm hearing that song, that Paula Abdul song. Aries, getting Aries energy. Maybe one of you is, nope, Aries. Now I'm getting Aquarius energy. Christina Aguilera's Haunted Heart. It is a song from the animated movie of the Addams Family. That has been a very, very big energy today. Not to mention that I think Christina Aguilera can blow. I mean, that's a powerful voice right there. All right. The singer of initiation. Again, singer of initiation on the top, and underneath we have the dark lady. So, this is going into that energy of dark night of the soul healing, like depth healing. Um, the I've been having a really deep energy, and studying just a bit with the um, Egyptian god Anubis, and I know that speaks to, death and rebirth, and underlying energies, and the underworld, and life beyond physical existence. So this is an energy of clearing heart stuff, having gone to the depths of, your spirit, your soul, your being, and looking at yourself, and then taking the actions necessary because you've seen what you needed to see at this time to understand, heal, and take action on what needs to progress forward, what you have learned about yourself in the last 9 months. Okay? A birthing, 9 months, a birthing, a renewal of understanding of self, learning balance beyond your borders, balancing yourself within, and taking that outside of your comfort zone, and being well with that. That's your light and your dark side being balanced, knowing, yeah. And this is as me as a water sign coming to understanding of, yeah, I can be mean, yeah, I can be a witch with a B. But understanding why that is, and then being able to be woman enough to change that, or just plain out own up to it. But that is what this energy is about. That is what these retrogrades are about. It's you learning. What have you learned? Saturn just came out of retrograde in Capricorn. Capricorn had some real heavy energy in their house. So it's been a lot of physical changes that have been taking place. Hello, we've been in quarantine for however many months, since March. So these are physical things that have been put on pause, and now with these planets starting to go direct, it's bringing the understanding of what that pause was for, now ready to take action. Mercury being in retrograde does not mean that you stop everything and just not do anything and not initiate. No, we have the singer of initiation here. That means that you can take that energy, because it's has more to do with communication. So making sure that you speak in detail, making sure that you cross your I's and dot your T's and be on your P's and Q's, so that you are understood correctly. Making sure that you are paying attention to those details, so that it you won't make the quote unquote mistakes that don't need to be made anymore. What have you learned? Okay, Saturn going direct is like, okay, you've been on punishment. Now it's time for you to get off punishment. What have you learned in that time of you being in that sit down? And if you have not learned, then guess what? You'll be in the cycle again until you do. But that is what these energies are for. And a lot of people are not able to handle those. But tips and tricks with each other, for each other, in communicating effectively, that is what brings us into the new. Okay, so thank you, water signs, Cancer, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Thank you all so much, and God bless. So now we are going to go into the fire signs. Okay, I'm trying to make sure I remember to timestamp these. So fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You have what you need to proceed in whatever fashion that you have been creating. And I'm hearing whatever you've been doing for the last 6 months, 6 or 8 months. Sorry guys, hold on. You've gotten the understanding of which direction you want to go and what you need to say in order to get to your next level and understanding and action. You've seen a lot. You've had to step back and really step back, not the doing stuff, because that's what you all do. That's what, and I understand. Fire signs are action. You're into movement. You have to be doing and going. But when you don't have a choice but to sit down and get grounded in the small things, the details of things, the way things are connected, you don't have a choice but to see what it is that God is bringing into fruition for you and what it is that you need to do in order to take action on those opportunities. Okay? But the good thing is you're seeing what it is. You are coming into the understanding of your beingness and your energy and your spiritual output and your spiritual purpose. And that's a good thing. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, you all have that I have to be going, I have to be doing, action, move. And when everybody else is not on that same page with you, because that's not how everyone else works, it frustrates you. But why? They are not you, you are not them. And once that is brought into the understanding, then you can maneuver a lot faster, a lot better, and a lot more efficiently when you understand that not everything is about you. Yes, we create our own world where we have things that we do that involve us because we are creating it, but we are not the end all be all, my way or the highway. doesn't work well like that. That's not called playing well with others. And if you don't want to play well with others, that's fine. That's fine. But don't get mad when others don't want to play. I am pausing for effect. When that part of your third eye awakens, when that's thumped, then you can communicate what it is that you want effectively and with centered calm rather than projection or a need to have some respond how you want them to. Again, yes, you create your own world. However, the world does not revolve around you. Coming into the understanding of your emotions and how you project those has been your epiphany for this time. Or at least it's been your work. And it's humbling. Oh, I like a humble fire sign is rare. Trust me, mind your business. Yes, I'm talking to you. Doesn't mean I don't love you. But I am honest. And I'm being honest with me too. Coming to the understanding that energy is seen and felt awakens that understanding of where to pull back and where to go forward and where to just be like, okay, that's not even for me to do right now. That's that being and allowing divine to have space for the other person to either catch up or decide whether or not they want to stay or walk away. And not being in your feelings about it. Talking to me too. We're all connected. Alright. Message for the fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Starting with the Kim Cran, Wild Unknown Animals messages. I just heard Pisces, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, if you're dealing with a Pisces, there could be a message between the two of you. I have the Star card underneath the deck, and the card that popped out is the hyena, and hyena is from the fire elements of the animal cards. I'm seeing this as because there's a moon here. There's a moon in the hyena card, and it's just it's the opposites. The fire and water. It's opposites because the starfish is a water sign. Is the water element. The energy honestly does not feel super positive. It does not feel like it is something is hidden here. I'm hearing that dark side of the moon, but of course there you can still see the whole moon, but this could be a positive of that energy of you see the dark and the light side of the moon. You see the dark and the light side. So fire signs, you could be seeing the dark and the light side of a Pisces, a Cancer, or Scorpio. And it's amusing to you, which is fun. But let me see. I'm going to get this because the hyena card always gives me sketchy vibes. And I know that it's not always sketchy. But I'm going to have a look here. Humor, wit, and sarcasm. The hyena personality is a jokester and crowd pleaser, but below the surface, there are unfulfilled dreams to be realized. When the hyena card appears, it's time to reflect on your reliance on sarcasm and humor to express your truth. Are you using jokes to hide old resentments in relationships or to mask things that you feel uncomfortable discussing? What would happen if you took your goals seriously? When in balance, charming, witty, fun to be around. When out of balance, scrappy, petty, suspicious. To bring into balance, sobriety. So this is either your energy towards someone or their energy towards you. Sobriety speaks to, drugs and alcohol, of course, but sobriety could also be calmness in the mind. And of course, it's speaking to this, the sarcasm. Are you using sarcasm rather than speaking directly? Sobriety is, that clear mind, of communication, that clear mind of being one's true, authentic self. And again, not using sarcasm as a way to, how that slick stuff. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The energy of the frenemy, that kind of energy. So that's what the hyena is talking about here. And then we have the underlying energy, which is the starfish. And the starfish represents, again, water signs. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The starfish is alike with, it looks like fire. That's the color of the card. It looks like fire. It looks like, it's the red of the root chakra, the orange of the sacral, and then the yellow, and then there's a little twinge of green. So it's those lower chakras coming into alignment and understanding and being ignited within you. But also it's a card of emotion, so you could possibly be holding back emotions. You could be holding back your feelings for a water sign, or a water sign for you. Or again, with both of these together, it's the energy of pettiness, petty emotions, things being held on to from the past that need to be expressed or released. Or this could be, and take it vice versa, if you want to get a personal and get into your personal story, we'll do that. Just contact me. But as far as this general message is concerned, this fire sign energy, the hyena energy, is looking at the starfish water sign energy with sarcasm. So y'all take that how it applies. But this at this time, especially with these the new moon tomorrow and the second full moon of October on the 31st, this is a time of clear communication. Mercury's retrograde speaks to speaking directly and clearly, and moving into saying the things that need to be said, even if an argument ensues, even if feelings are hurt. At least honest communication has been expressed, and therefore you can move on from there. Okay? All right, that was some really interesting energy. All right, let's see what the Brian Froud's Fairies has to say, fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is going to be a time of being and allowing, saying what needs to be said, and then the energy of it is what it is. Okay? But it's that clean slate. It's the talking it out and getting that energy of the salve, of the balm, of the healing to either you and the situation, or you with the person, or you with yourself. But either way, communication is going to need to be had. I'm looking at the undressing of the salad there, to undress the salad and then break through any dark energy or barriers. Okay? All right. Fire signs. Oh, all right. So, we have Iris of the Rainbows, Tatan the Sith, and Unity, and the underlying energy is the Lamb. So, and under the Lamb is the Glanconer. There's going to be, or needs to be, some changing and severing of untruths. so that the connection that you are in, or the connection that you are intending to be in, has room to grow and transform naturally. Again, that sobriety of breaking through falsehoods and really coming into unity and understanding that you two can move through. This doesn't have to do with the way the world sees things. It doesn't. This has to do with you and what you intend for yourself and for that person. And once that, and again, it does not necessarily have to be with another person. This could be you within yourself, coming into the understanding and the honesty with yourself that this is what I am, and this is what caused this action or caused this to happen. So now, what am I willing to do? What am I willing to surrender in order to have this clean slate? What am I willing to admit to myself and not be afraid of anymore? Because it's all based, anything that is hesitant or restricting has a basis in fear. And you can say you're not scared as much as you want to. If you were truly free within yourself, you would not give one, I'm doing better with not cursing, so you would not give one flying flip what anybody else thought. You would take action in whatever it is that you intended and knew was true for yourself. So this is that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow for yourself, and you actually saying, even if it is a million miles away, I'm going to take the first step for myself to get to it. And that's the turning point. That's where you come into alignment with how swift your feet will start to take you once you take that first step and you make that first initial turn, and it turns everything around a complete 180. We're not doing 360s, because 360s brings us right back to the same point. We don't have to go that far. That's going too far. We won't get into the numbers, but we're going to do, we'll do an about face and actually start heading in the direction that is calling to us from within. And that starts the understanding and the brilliance and the unity within yourself to then unite with your path. And then once you are united with your path for yourself, that self-actualization and being exactly where you need to be, and knowing that right now this is the time and the space that you created for yourself. What is it that you can do to change and get yourself on another path that you want to be on, but this time listening to the path of the self within and not listening to those around you who don't know what it is that is best for you. You do. Oh, that was a whole lot. All right. Fire signs, thank you so much. Air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Air signs. Okay, air signs. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This is some swift energy for you. This is some energy that you're not used to, but it is fueling your inner fire to take action. It's listening to your inner guidance and truly listen your inner guidance and not your mind, because if you listen to your mind, it'll cloud you with fear and stubbornness to be stagnant. This is listening to that inner voice of intuition guiding you to see where you have dropped the ball for yourself, and understanding that it's okay to be in a whirl. Sometimes being in I'm getting a typhoon or a hurricane. It's being in your emotions, but being whirled around in your thoughts about your emotions or in those emotions, and just kind of feeling around in the dark. And needing to step back and really assess for yourself what you're feeling. Air signs to me, and this is no, this is no dig on air signs, but air signs to me do not feel emotions. They observe and they look at their emotions and how they should portray emotions rather than actually allowing themselves to feel and emote. You think your feelings rather than feel your feelings, if that makes sense. And this has become a time to feel the feelings and feel not just the light, happy, fun stuff, but this is feeling that dark energy and understanding that it has to be felt and it has to be expressed properly to be dealt with so that you can move in a happier and healthier energy for yourself. Okay? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The next couple of months are going to be groundbreaking, and take that how it applies for you. Maybe you're starting a business or you're moving into a new home and you're breaking ground, or anything of that. Take that how that applies for you. This is doing something completely new. But it's 3D, it's in the earth, it's tangible, but you're in your feels about it. And you're trying to hide some feelings about it, but you can't hide your feelings from yourself. And when you try to hide your feelings from yourself, you come off as fake. Yep, I said it. It's not easy to hear, but it is a necessity to grow. The energy of a low vibrational air sign is not the business. I'm just going to put that way. It is dark. It is manipulative. It is projecting. It's wanting to have control over yourself or over a situation, but that control getting away from you and it's seeping out here and there, when what needs to be understood is it's okay for you to have those feelings and emotions, but communicating them in a way that's effective, but with compassion, instead of the sting of either energetically projecting and lashing out or verbally projecting and lashing out. It's learning to rest and submit to that energy within yourself, and not having to go and push and do for outside purposes, but to sit in that energy of yourself and allow things to come in that you need to receive and understand what's coming at you from someone else. Okay, I'm hoping that makes sense, air signs. I'm hoping that makes sense. I'm getting the energy that I got from the fire signs, that that frenemy energy, the internal being one thing and the external showing something else, when the opposite is the truth. Okay. And that goes either way. That could be you with someone else or someone else with you. So take that how it applies. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Alright, let's get the animal message. Okay, so I saw this in the shuffle, but I wasn't sure it was going to come out, but it absolutely did. The frog. And so this is truly about your emotions. This is about your feelings. This is about once having had feelings and emotions and being surrounded in your depth of those, but allowing that to, since you've grown, since you've come into understanding, since you've matured, not being in those feelings and overtaken by them, but understanding that they were needed in order for you to grow and to mature into yourself, and to ground that understanding from your higher self, and bringing that fire down into you, but tempering it with the understanding of your emotions. So this is an air sign in the understanding of their emotions. This is a high vibrational air sign of understanding yourself emotionally and being able to ground that into actions 3D actions. Where you were once in a dark space trying to feel things out, having felt stable and sturdy at one point, to being in the lowest point of your energy, and just that starting over again energy, and it being all tied up inside of you in knots. You have matured enough to understand that you affect others' feelings, and they affect yours. So you stepping back and being and separating yourself from that kind of rocks your boat a little bit. It kind of rocks your boat a little bit, but you are seeing the evidence of how you affect what's around you, and knowing that that could be a very dangerous energy to be in. This is something else this is slipping into some dark stuff. So hopefully this is you coming into the understanding of how your energy affects you and affects those around you. And if you are not in a high vibration with this manipulation of energy, it could be detrimental to not only you and your mental space, but that of another. That is coming into the understanding of who we are and the power within ourselves that we hold. That's interesting. That's very, very interesting, air signs. Let me see something. Oh, I just recommend that you don't get into that energy of the dark manipulation, because the thing is it may make you feel good now, but karma, God, whatever you believe in, has a way of balancing the scales at any and all costs. So that is something to be mindful of. All right, air signs, let's get you a Brian Froud's Fairy Oracle card. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If this energy is something that is happening to you, know that you are protected, and the only thing that can get in is what you allow. The only thing that can affect you is what you allow. That is the cure, that is the balm, that is the aid, is knowing that you have the power, that you have the energetic signature within yourself to guard and protect yourself. You have your angels and spirit guides. So if anything such as doubt comes in, it is because you allow that energy to come in. Okay? That confrontational, fronting energy cannot hide behind anything that is pure of heart. So ground yourself, air signs. Ground yourself. All right. One more card for air signs. Okay. All right. So we have the undressing of the salad underneath, and the two cards that came out, the Singer of Initiation and the Bodacious Bodak. Air signs, mind y'all business. Take that on both spectrums of how you take it. That is, mind your own business, and then whatever business that you are starting, that you are beginning, put your focus into that. Yes, people will be watching, people will be trying to get in your business about it. That's not for you to focus on. Your focus is doing the work that needs to be done for your healing, for your growth, for your expansion. This whatever is being done is, or has been done, is being undone. And whether or not it was harmful does not matter. It is being shifted and changed, and whatever that needs to be taken away is being taken away. And whatever needs to be given is being given. But it is God bringing things into alignment for you and for the situation as a whole. So thank you, air signs. That was your message. Finally, we have earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Hold on one second, guys. Taurus, Virgo. Lots of changes coming through for you guys now that Saturn has gone direct, Jupiter has gone direct in your sign. Or wait, not Jupiter. Yeah, Jupiter, I think. You've had very big planets in your sign for the past couple of months, so it's been a lot of changes for you. It has been a lot of learning how to effectively communicate what you're trying to get started, what you're trying to nurture. And it has not been all peaches and cream and roses, but it has been inspiring, energetically inspiring, and changing. It has been changing. But it's also it's been you communicating. It's going to be more communicating your visions and your version of life that you wish to see. Understanding emotions and them not being so murky. When earth signs get into their feelings, it can either cause structure. When it's just enough water, you can sculpt it and mold it into something beautiful and sturdy and long lasting. But when it is too much emotion, too much water, it becomes muddy and it becomes messy, and you begin to withdraw or project without being compassionate. So that has been your work in creating the next things that you wish to see, earth signs. All right. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right. Your underlying energy, as with the fire signs, is a starfish. Oh, okay. And the card that popped out for you is the bear. So this is an awakening for you in your emotions. This is you having been in an energy of trying to contain emotions rather than allowing them to be expressed. This is having the epiphany and awakening to your emotions and how they've been directing you to move forward. This is taking that initial step and expanding on it. This is coming into the awareness of some deep felt, heartfelt emotions, and possibly you having your eye on something that makes you happy or that brings a joyful feeling to you, be that a job, something you're a promotion, something you're starting, initiating, like a business, or this could be your admiration for someone else, as far as a love interest. Take it how it applies. This is you have not been expressing this. You've been keeping this hidden. You've been keeping this hidden for a long time. And this is something that's this is something that needs to be addressed for you in order for you to have this what you would consider your bright future, your wish come true, to come forward. This is going to be you having to break down some barriers and come into alignment and understanding with yourself, and not focusing on the past hurt, the past anger, the past resentments and things that you've needed to let go of in order for you to move forward. um, or this could also be someone in your eyes who goes after what they want and is in alignment, and you're seeing them as an obstacle, or seeing something that they are doing as an obstacle, or something that is in your way, that's getting in the way of, I'm hearing Jill Scott's, getting in the way of what I'm feeling. That is what I just heard. Your focus needs more focus, Earth sign. If you are going to do the whole being in your feelings thing, you have to get understanding of why you feel things and what's going to happen beyond that in a grounded manner. How you're going to grow and move forward in a grounded manner, when sometimes the leap of faith is the thing that grounds it. Hope that makes sense. Okay, let's get a Brian. That's why I love leaving you guys to last, because you earth signs ground me, and your messages are usually straight to the point. There's hardly ever any fluff and pomp and circumstance with you. It's all right, what is this? And let's, because you're the opposite, as far as the calendar goes. You're the opposite of water sign, but in earthly terms, your opposite is air. So quite interesting, quite interesting. Earth signs, you have your energy is so it's not weighted. Your energy is so grounded and dense that you can withstand wind. You can withstand air. You can absorb water and still stand. You can put out fire. If you throw dirt on fire, you can smother fire. So you have that earthliness, but in order for you to be of a higher vibration, working with those elements, you can ground and accomplish great things. But it is being in the understanding of being the magician. Okay? Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right. So we got the Friends card, and we have Laced Moon's Daughter. So this is either you lifting up a friendship, or you nurturing a friendship, or nurturing you and a friend coming together, or you and a loved one coming together. This is establishing your roles within each other. And it comes together so nicely. It's groundbreaking, not just for you and that person, but it's groundbreaking for anyone who would think that it's not real, that forgiveness, that love, that growth beyond any disaster, anything that would come against it is real. It's cutting through all of that and just being on the lighter side of it. Everything you want, everything is on the other side of fear. What is fear holding back from you? What future is it keeping from you that could ultimately be so heavenly? Why are you so heavenly? That's the word that's coming to me, and I'm not sure if this had anything to do with it, but a word that's coming to me. Are you so heavenly minded that you are no earthly good? So you are needing to ground this connection that you have, be it with yourself, with your higher self, and what you know to be good for you, into the physical. Are you willing to release and let go of things that are no longer good for you, that are old ways of being, thinking, and doing things, to get to your true self and your true place and space of growth? Because we have to understand that it's not just about us, it is about the whole. Whatever you say, whatever you do, it reverberates off of others back to you, and then whatever you put out goes in. So it's the as above, so below, as within, so without energy. Okay? But once we come into that ability to cut things off that don't serve us and truly be in our authentic self of, this is me, you don't like it, I'm sorry about you, and not saying that from a place of arrogance, but saying that from a place of self-love, is not only encouraging, but it begins the cycle of being in a connection that is healing from within to your without. Okay? So, earth signs, thank you so much. That was awesome. Thank you everyone who was able to get through this to the end. It is an hour video, but it's really, really good content. Thank you again so much for all of those who have donated, all of those who have purchased Earth, Steel, and Stone items from me. I am greatly appreciative. I am also appreciative of those who have gotten messages from me. It really confirms to me that this is where I'm supposed to be and what I'm supposed to be doing. Again, I thank you all. My information to contact me will be down in the description box, and be sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. Thank you all so much. I am sending you all blessings and light. Take care.